Welcome to the Overcomer's Journal. It is so hard to believe that we are halfway through our study together. I want to thank you once again for tuning in and being part of what we are doing and trying to help people through faith overcome the various challenges of their life. And I will admit today's lesson is very personal for me, probably one of the most difficult areas of life that I come to terms with, and that's this idea and this area of waiting. The woes of waiting. How do you align your thinking with God's timing? Now think about that. How do you align your thinking with God's timing? I would probably assume most people watching this just can't stand to wait. We don't like to wait on anything. We don't like waiting in traffic. We don't like waiting for our food. We don't like waiting on others. And sometimes we don't even like waiting on God. But the truth is that God orchestrates the events of our life in ways that makes us wait. You know, even the psalmist in Psalms 13 said not once or twice or three times, but four times, he says, "How long, O God?" I think if it were up to me and you sometimes that we would speed things along in God's process, but God doesn't work on our timing. And so we have to get our thinking in accordance to the way God works things out. How do you do that as an overcomer? I think when we wait, we are acknowledging our dependency upon God. The Bible says, "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength." You know, if it were up to me and you, we'd renew our strength right away. We'd get the answer right away. We'd find the solutions to all the problems of life right away. But when we wait, we are acknowledging our need upon God to bring something into our life that we can't produce ourselves. You know, waiting is also the idea of God's authority in our life. So think about it. When you stop at a red light and wait, you're waiting because you recognize the moral authority of the law. When you wait on a doctor to give you the test results, you're waiting on him because you recognize his intelligence in the process. When you wait on somebody to bring you or prepare you a meal, you're waiting on them because you recognize their ability to do that. And so when we wait on God, we recognize His authority in our life, that He knows best and that He can produce the results that we need. I've learned something else in the waiting seasons of life. It's really an acknowledgement of trust, that God is doing something when it feels like nothing is going on. While we are waiting, God is always working. You think about Noah and his family. They were waiting to get off that boat for nearly a year, and it seemed like that nothing was going on. They couldn't see past the vessel. But on the outside of that ship, God was creating a new world for them. He was washing back the waters. He was growing the vegetation. He was preparing a new life for them outside of that ship. The truth is, while you're waiting, one of two things is happening. Either God's preparing you for a situation, or God's preparing a situation for you. It is true, good things come to those who wait. God, in His time and in His way, will allow you to renew your strength, mount up with wings like eagles, and you'll be able to walk again in the goodness of God. So I want to encourage you to go ahead and wait. It might be a little while, but it's always worth it. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.